Okay, let's have this conversation because everything we've been saying over the past week regarding narcissism is actually coming to be true. Now, we've been going over narcissism, what a narcissist is, how they function, how they operate, and we got into talking about a narcissistic supply. Now, I'm going to read a definition of narcissistic supply to you so you kind of understand who we're dealing with. And you'll clearly see in much of the content that we've been watching over the past few months has highlighted exactly how this guy is feeding off the narcissistic supply. Narcissistic supply is the constant validation, attention, admiration, and praise individuals with narcissistic personality disorder crave from others to prop up their fragile self-esteem, acting as their emotional food or fuel, often obtained through manipulation, charm, or creating drama to ensure a steady flow of external gratification like compliments, status, or even conflict. It's a core concept in psychoanalytic theory, highlighting how narcissists rely on others to maintain their inflated but insecure self-image, leading to one-sided transactional relationships where others feel used as mere sources of supply.
Narcissistic people are better at maintaining their false self because they live in their false self. Social media became a home for them, a sort of mothership to make it appear as though they were actually living the grandiose fantasy lives that up till then they were only living in their heads.
So, social media and narcissism go hand in hand. It's almost like social media was created and narcissists were like, this is for me. I can get all the attention I want. I can get all the gratitude and all the egotistical things I want to do. I can post myself 50 times a day and get all that affirmation. Social media is like a drug. So when we look at somebody like Dante, he can't live without social media. He can't live without being on Facebook, without being on YouTube. And it's not even about the money to a certain degree. It's because his real life is not what's in his head. His real life sucks. His real life, he's not anything. He's living in low income. His real life, he's on EBT. He's nobody. So he creates this facade and he says, oh, I'm a popular YouTuber. I'm a popular guy with dreams, aspirations. I'm going to be an actor one day. I'm going to get a Grammy. I'm going to be the CEO of Buncha because I like to deliver groceries. In his head, all of these grand things are there, and he puts that on social media, and people flock to it. Dante, you're an inspiration. They go, yeah, I'm an inspiration. Look, they here to see me. I'm Dante London. I'm the brand. I'm the content. They here to see me. I'm going to be an actor. Yeah. I'm going to get a Grammy. Yeah. I'm going to be in a commercial later this year. Yeah. Social media does that for the narcissist. It makes all of these people applaud him. Oh, Dante the Great. Dante, you're amazing. You're an inspiration. And he's like, yeah. Meantime, his real life, he's talking shit to all the people around him. He's mentally abusing them, verbally abusing them, physically abusing them, jacking his son up in the back seat. This is what he's doing in his real life. His real life sucks when the camera's off. But when the camera's on, yeah, that's all you hear.
Well, we're about to start a new series that really takes on the relationship between social media and narcissism. This is the first episode in this series, and basically, social media changed the game on narcissism completely. And it was really only while researching this series, I'm like, wow, it really did. So welcome to this new series on social media and narcissism. Social media, at least in my opinion, shifted the awareness on narcissism in a very, very new way. And social media is really the narcissistic person's playground, their weapon, their drug, and it really becomes a lens to understand the phenomenon of narcissism like no other.
See, now, I've kind of said before that when I used to be on Facebook, like I quit Facebook for about 2 years, left, and then I came back and I was like, I still don't feel it. I mean, I was on there advertising for my shirt business. I was advertising for my mechanic work. So I was getting a lot of money off of Facebook. Facebook was paying me pretty well back then. I wasn't really on it for the fame or the clout or me posting a ton of selfies, because selfies didn't pay me nothing. I posted all my mechanic work, my motorcycle work, and my shirts, and I was getting paid a lot. But I was meeting people on there who would have 15, 20 selfies in one day, all different positions. They'd be in a car, then he'd be at work, then he'd be at the grocery store. And I was like, I wasn't feeling it. I was like, that's kind of, off, especially for guys. I'm like, why would you want to just keep posting pictures of yourself all day? I can see if you went to work out and said, hey, man, I'm getting gains. Check this out. I'm looking like this, bam, bam. And you posted one and that was it for a couple of days. But if you're posting 15, 20 pictures of this all damn day, doing different stuff, look at me, lift this, look at me. That's a narcissistic playground. That's where they want the attention, the validation, the constant likes. And I met a woman who was like that. And I didn't really realize narcissism. Just like Dr. Ramani says, narcissism is a new phenomenon that a lot of people are just now finding out about. I didn't know too much about narcissism back when I was on Facebook, but I learned about it through dealing with people. All of the constant, I need likes, I need loves, I need hearts, I need comments. They needed that to feel validated for their day. They couldn't wake up, getting ready to go to work, taking a picture, posting it before they leave the house, because they want to get to work and see how many likes they got by the time they made it to work. Like weird stuff like that never really got to me until I understood narcissism. I was like, that person's a damn narcissist. That's what it was the whole time. They're a narcissist. Me, I was never like that. People used to click like on a motorcycle I would post or something like that. Cool, we all had the same motorcycle. They wouldn't click like on me. I'm like, it's just me. Everybody knows me. I've been around. I'm like, I don't think I need to, get a lot of likes before I feel validated to leave my house. It's like, I don't get paid for looking like this. And I'm like, what are you talking about? But I would meet women and it wouldn't occur to me until afterwards. Why are you always looking for somebody to click like on you? They're a narcissist. Now it makes sense now. Social media opened up the world and these people are having a field day right now.
Is that I'm old enough to have been studying narcissism since before there was ever social media. And it's interesting, as I was preparing and thinking about this video, I recognize there's moments you remember your entire life. And this moment was somewhere around 2007, 2008. I don't actually remember the date, but I remember it was at night. A friend of mine reached out and said, hey, have you ever heard of this thing called Facebook? And I'd actually never heard of it.
Funny, that must be our era, because April of 2009 is when I got on Facebook, because I had never heard of it. I was on MySpace, and when MySpace was dying or whatever, I was like, whatever, it's just dead. But people were like, hey, man, you should get on Facebook. And I was like, what the hell's a Facebook? So it's funny because around the same time Dr. Ramani was finding out about it, April of 2009, because I know that because it says it on my thing all the time, that's when I actually got on Facebook. That's when I started saying, what the hell is this about? Look at all these pictures, all these people, this just weird stuff going on. And I'm like, I wasn't used to that. I was a motorcyclist. I was riding bikes all the time. I was an accountant. I was working in office. I was doing music. On my MySpace, it was a ton of music. We used to, me, Debo, what else? My man over in San Diego, Truth Knox. We used to always do music. That's all we were doing was in studios. Arrow, all of us, we were always in the studio. We weren't on social media like that. We were doing real life. So it threw me that all of these people was like hours of sitting by a computer. They weren't even being paid for it. See, I was paid as an accountant to sit by a computer. When I wasn't sitting by a computer, I was doing music, was the only computer I was next to. I didn't really have a cell phone until 2011 that actually had you can get on and do Facebook. I didn't have a cell phone like that. So 2009 was like a whole world opened up to me. I was like, what the hell is going on? A lot of these kids nowadays, they're born into that world. They don't know how it was when we were all interpersonal and we could talk and be original, be authentic, be genuine with each other. They don't even know that even exists. They've been fake for this long.
But it was sort of strange because I noticed these people were sharing on a daily basis and people would like it, right? I felt sick because it dawned on me that the people with the narcissistic personalities were going to use this thing called Facebook for really unhealthy purposes. And that everyone was going to sort of fall in line with what the narcissists were doing. It was actually the day, and I remember it so well, it was the day that I realized that the narcissists, when this is all done, were going to win.
Now, when she says the narcissists are going to win, I understand where she's coming from. Vanity. And that's the one thing the Bible talks about, vanity. It's going to win. Narcissism, the evil behind it, the way that these people really are, how they use people, abuse people, how they manipulate you, how they're very conniving. It's like she's saying evil is going to win. And I see where she's coming from, but I don't think evil is going to win. Not once all of us start really understanding what narcissism is, and we really start putting that word out there. We research narcissism. We know it's a personality disorder, and we call it out when we see it. Hey, man, stop being so damn narcissistic. What are you talking about? You're just doing this for attention, man. You've done this 10 times today. You posted 10 of the exact same pictures of you just in different places. Stop being so damn narcissistic. Once you start checking it, people are going to say, oh, I didn't even know I was being like that. And let him know. Post a definition of narcissism. Because when you check people on it, maybe it will trigger something in them to stop being that way. Hey, girl, why are you so damn vain? Every damn day, you post 3 pictures, selfie in your car before you even get to work. Every damn day. Why don't you just post one and say good morning? What the hell is 3, 4 photos? Is you narcissistic or something? What, you need the attention? You need the validation? And narcissists try to fight that back. Oh, I could post how many pictures I want. Because that's what they do. They need that validation. They need that ego. They have to say, somebody say that they like me. Somebody say they like the way I look. Somebody tell me I'm handsome. Somebody say something, because I can't survive without it. They need that narcissistic supply. And that's what social media gives them.
Now, until the advent of social media, remember, Facebook began in 2004. MySpace, if any of you remember that began in 2003. Remember back in the day, old days, before 2003, for a narcissistic person to get validation, it was work. And they would get validation from much smaller audiences. A narcissistic person would actually kind of have to get cleaned up and leave the house and find real human beings. So narcissistic attention seeking was largely limited to the workplace, social gatherings, family gatherings, that kind of thing.
I kind of found that part funny. Because remember how I said, it's funny how Dante wants to dance. He always wants to dance with all this dancing stuff, but he won't do it around real people. You see him doing it behind a building with nobody around. You see him doing it by dumpsters. He's dancing in places where there's not real people because he's not used to dealing with real people. He's that internet group, that Facebook group. He knows he could just do this and hurry up and make it a YouTube short. And he'll get that attention from that YouTube short. I got the validation. I could dance. I got that validation. And if he didn't get the validation, he just deleted. But to dance in front of real people, it's hard work. Just like she said, it's harder to go in front of real people, to actually do something and to get that true accolade for it. See, when we got in the paper back in the day, it's because we got into the paper from playing a sport or doing something. We got into the paper. We didn't have our own phones to put ourselves on social media to get validation. People only saw us if we got in the paper. Hey, Jeff, saw you on the paper this weekend, bro. Nice job running. Thanks. Now I could just get in my camera, post a picture of myself. Hey, I was out running today. Nice job, Jeff. See, it's easier now to get validation than back when we grew up. So we grew up in an era where we don't need validation. We just do work and get things done. Dante, he's not used to that. He has to do a YouTube short of himself dancing. I need to post this. Why don't you go to dance in front of some people? Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. Nah, I'm just gonna dance by this dumpster. I'm gonna dance by this trash can. I'm just gonna dance over here. Well, why don't you go do that in front of people if you really think you can dance? Nah, I ain't gonna do that. See, the narcissist is scared of rejection. He's scared to be told, hey, bro, you can't dance. If he's doing it by himself and then he posts it, he don't gotta look at the comments. He's getting the validation from the views, getting the validation from the likes. He don't care about what people think. He's scared to do it in front of people because that's when he has to hear people say, you suck, bro.
Certainly that double storm of reality TV, that idea that anyone can be temporarily famous if they behave badly enough, along with the other storm of social media, anyone could get attention anytime. It took this backwater clinical phenomenon called narcissism that anyone in the know knew was toxic, but it wasn't mainstream. And it kicked narcissism up into one of the most important issues of our time.
And I agree. I believe narcissism is slowly becoming one of the main issues in our time right now in 2025 because it's a new psychology. Like we already studied bipolar. We studied all of these different things. So we're knowing all of the mental ailments that are out there. People having mental health days and things like that. If you don't understand narcissism, you may not understand that this person who you think is so nice when they first meet you is actually got a problem. They're a narcissist. Oh man, you're my favorite coworker, bro. You're this, you're so nice. We're friends, we're blah, blah, blah. But after a while, once they get you locked in, they start treating you like shit because they know they can. Or, girl, you so gorgeous, you so beautiful. I love the way you dress, you this, you that. You start dating a sin, all of a sudden, you know, you be dressing like a little hoe now. I don't see why you be wearing it all. You met her dressed like that and you gave her compliments. But now you want to talk down at her. And now she's walking around with her head down and like, oh, what's up with you and Jeff? Y'all good? Yeah, I guess we good. What do you mean you guess? Dude always talking about how good you looking at. Yeah, around y'all he talk like that. But when we're at home, I'm all kind of hoes and stuff like that. What? I ain't know it was like that. Narcissism. We need to study narcissism and understand why people live this Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde lifestyle. They're online saying, this is so amazing. My marriage is great. Hey, everybody, we're in the Cayman Islands. We're this and that. But then you get home, man, talk shit to her. You don't cook, you lazy bitch, you blah, 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 blah. It's all this arguing and fighting all the time at home. But the moment you get on social media, hey, we're like the number one couple. We're the power team. We're the power couple. Look at us travel. Look at it. This is why social media is exposing the narcissist, because people are saying, you don't seem like this in person, but online you seem like this. See, I had a relationship like that, so I know how it is. Hey, everybody, let's take a picture. And we all got to sit in the car and do a fake smile real quick. Take the picture, and now we're back to the same, we were just arguing 20 minutes ago about having to go to this place to begin with. Like I said, social media makes the narcissist happy. Hey, let's all take a picture together. The narcissist is happy because they get that attention on social media. We're going to post a picture on social media. Everybody's going to think we're this great couple. We're this great family. Let's do it, y'all. The real people are sitting there like, why we got to do this shit? Let's just drive. Let's just go. But let's take a picture first. That's the narcissist right there, because they need that supply. If they don't get that narcissistic supply, their day is not going to be complete. They need to make sure they post this picture, no matter what argument is going on in the car. They post that picture, they getting them views, they getting them, oh, beautiful family. When they getting all of that, that fills their narcissistic supply. So they don't care about the person pissed off in the driver's seat. No, they're happy about what they're getting from social media. That's their drug.
Now, before social media and reality TV, the narcissists were just lashing out at smaller groups of people and getting smaller scale validation. It was more of the grandiose, posturing, arrogance, entitlement, unempathic, difficult to get along with manipulative types that were out there. A great example of one of these sort of circa 1960s narcissist would be someone like the character Don Draper in Mad Men, right? Or there were those sullen, victimized narcissists out there too, but they had no audience. Those folks would just rage at their families, partners, and coworkers.
So Hannah, I hope you heard that part. When your narcissist doesn't have an audience, they're raging at the people that's closest to them. Lovers, family, coworkers. That's who they're going to rage at. So on the good days, you guys were doing content. Everything was kind of good. Everything was this and that. But the moment them cameras turned off, where did the rage go? Straight to you.
Narcissistic folks might pick up something we used to call a movie star magazine, because those were once a thing, and I bet they would wonder what it would be like to be a famous person.
Dante London's name is going to be bigger than ever, and I know that's what you wanted from day one. That's all you ever wanted. Your name is going to be bigger than ever, as it should be.
Y'all know that boy? Do y'all know that boy?
But for all of us mere mortals, becoming famous did not at all seem accessible to anyone. So these people would just perform their narcissistic antics at their friend's party or in smaller places.
I'm full-time on YouTube now.
When I think back to my years growing up as a child and into adolescence, my experience of difficult and narcissistic people was more people who had lacked empathy, who were very abrupt or cold or had a critical, judgmental quality about them, or were very sensitive to any kind of feedback or criticism. But it really wasn't as pathologically attention-seeking as we see it now.
I think I was just interested in the idea of the content around it, and that's the realest I can be with y'all, bro.
Now, again, in the early 2000s, When social media came on the scene, that was it. The genie was out of the bottle, never to be put back in. If someone could have literally sat in a lab and created the perfect tool for narcissistic people to sit somewhere and get the validation and supply they needed, validation and supply for everything, for buying their groceries, to making dinner, to a new dress, to a competitive posturing for having the best vacation, the best night out, the best kids, the best partner, the best life, that tool would have been social media.
You know, I already knew I had a feeling it was going to be some good news, right? I had a feeling it was going to be some good news.
In the blink of an eye, we entered a universe of influencers and population-wide manipulation, and frankly, a population-wide development of people developing their false selves.
I'm starting to realize I really got a problem, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
False selves that people believed were better than their real selves. And social media also created a universe where a lot of people were walking around the world all the time wondering if they were missing out on something better or if they were even good enough. And in that way, social media almost became like a narcissist. Social media left people feeling like they were not good enough. They were gaslighted, manipulated, full of self-doubt, full of confusion. Anyone on social media was basically in a narcissistically abusive relationship with social media. For people who had any kind of fragility around their sense of self, their self-worth, or their identity, social media was really a perilous, and is a perilous space.
And seeing with that part, that's where you get people who get so trapped and so caught up in social media, they start walking around. I'm the brand. I'm what people are here to see. They're here to see me. My name, Dante London. I'm the content. See, because in their real life, they're pushing shopping carts. They're delivering hot dogs. They're being told what time to be at work, being told what time to get the truck back. But on social media, oh, there's somebody way there. Oh, I'm the content. I'm the brand. They feel little in their real life. Social media came along and made them think they was somebody they wasn't. Oh, you think you important now? Dough trash. You delivering hot dogs and tacos, but you're charging people $1,000 for a one-on-one. You just dropped off somebody's hot dog for $8. How you drop off somebody's hot dog for $8, but you want to charge me $1,000 for a one-on-one? Oh, now you're going to drop the price to $500. But you just did a taco delivered for $3.71, but $500 for a one-on-one. See, social media started making these narcissists think they were somebody they weren't. You ain't that important. You ain't that critical. Social media and these people who enable a narcissist got you thinking you all this. You can't even pay your light bill. You can't fix brakes. You're behind on your car note, but you want $1,000 for a one-on-one? Who are you people? Same with Dante. Who are y'all? Oh yeah, I'm gonna make all this money. I'm gonna have a Grammy. I'm gonna be in a commercial later this year. Bro, drop off the taco and shut up. You're running late.
And social media started having, and continues to have, the same negative impact on people as narcissistic relationships do. And the narcissistic people, they own this space. Narcissistic people are better at maintaining their false self because they live in their false self. Social media became a home for them, a sort of mothership, to make it appear as though they were actually living the grandiose fantasy lives that up till then, they were only living in their heads.
Dante London's name is going to be bigger than ever, and I know that's what you wanted from day one. That's all you ever wanted. Your name is going to be bigger than ever, as it should be.
They would talk about their aspirations as though they were actually happening, snapping a selfie like, woke up this morning and thinking about starting my own multinational company, click.
Bro, I was dumpster diving in this mug yesterday.
But people would buy it as though they actually were running a multinational company. The false self means that many narcissistic folks live in two realities. The reality that induces envy in other people, and the reality that they actually live in, which is never going to be as good. And as such, the narcissistic people in the age of social media live in a chronic, constant state of quiet rage, wanting their actual lives to be as good as the lives they portray on social media. They created this mess for themselves, and they still blame the world for not delivering on the super fabulous life they feel entitled to.
Now that's funny right there. saying that they still blame the world for this super fabulous life that they feel entitled to. How many times has people like Dante gone off on his supporters? Y'all don't watch my content. Y'all only watch my bad stuff. Y'all don't watch my good stuff. Otherwise, I'd be rich and famous by now. Y'all not supporting the content. What about Dough Trash? Y'all not hitting my cash out. Y'all gonna have me go broke. I'm not getting the views. Y'all not sharing. They feel that they're entitled to your money. Y'all not giving me any donations. Y'all not giving me no cash apps. Y'all not buying my course. Y'all not buying my product. Like they're entitled to it. Well, when you dealing with shit and you got shit, nobody wants to deal with shit. That's what it boils down to. And with Dante running around, well, I wouldn't have to get a job if y'all just watch my content. I wouldn't have to work like y'all ass if I just watch my content. I could live my dream if y'all just watch my content. This is what narcissists think. They're entitled to their dreams while you work yourself to the bone and they laugh at you for working. Haha, you got a job. You ain't got no dreams. You got a job. I'm living my dream. Meantime, they going off at subscribers. I don't need no subscribers. I did better with 30,000 less subscribers. People was really watching my content back then. Y'all not doing that. I don't need no old head to be my subscribers. They're blaming everybody else for their failures instead of saying, maybe you just don't work hard enough. Maybe your dreams are too delusional. You're not going to get a Grammy. Give it up. You're not going to be in a commercial by the end of this year. Give it up. It's nobody else's fault that you went to a studio to try to go be an actor and you couldn't even find a damn building. That's nobody's fault but yours. But you want to sit around, oh, it's y'all fault and I'm not rich because y'all not watching my content. Y'all not buying my bullshit. It's y'all fault. This is what narcissists think in their head. They never look at it as themselves. It's always you.
Like you? Oh, come here. Like you?
And here we are. The genie is out of the bottle. An entire generation has been raised on social media. The minds have been manipulated, and there is no going backwards. To understand the story of social media is to understand the impacts and damages and harms narcissism, and to some degree social media, are having on our lives, our psyches, and our minds.
So hopefully this video kind of registers in your brain to help you understand what's going on around us as far as social media goes, Instagram goes, as far as, Facebook, even YouTube, as far as all of these attention seekers are out there every day posting things that aren't even them. Like if I post something that's me working on a vehicle, that's me working on a vehicle. But if you ever catch me in a bathroom, standing in front of a mirror, taking selfies like, look at me today, feeling kind of cute, might go drive Uber, feeling kind of cute, might do Uber Black. If you ever see me doing some weird shit like that, check me on it. Be like, Jeff, what's going on, bro? You a driver, man, you a mechanic, what's going on? Oh, just feeling kind of cute, might do Uber Black, might go out with a private drive. Nah, dude, check that narcissistic shit at the door. That's not you, bro. You ain't like that. That's not how you roll. We see it all the time on Instagram. We see it all on YouTube. All of these narcissists out there. And they're winning, like she said. The evil is winning. The vanity is winning. One of the 7 sins, vanity. It's going to win unless we check it. Unless we put the gospel in front of them like, hey, you know what? If you really are a God-fearing person, not to knock you if you're not, but if you really are, look up vanity. Look up narcissism. Check your whole profile. Look at what you're doing on Facebook. Everything you're doing is about vanity. Everything you're doing is about attention seeking, stroking your ego, out there looking for affirmation, looking for approval. Maybe you need to pray. Get your ass offline and do something worthwhile. Shout out to all the true believers out there dropping them blessings in our comments when all these fake creators using this against y'all religion. This is for you. Now this for the guy got you. See you at the barbecue, and I got a spot for you. So gon' bust a block or two. What else is you gotta do? Just pull up to the potluck, cause I got a pot or two. And I got a lot of crew, and I got a lot to do. These chickens sitting simmer now, so I'm about to throttle through. The latest model you would do is still kinda bother you, but nobody's stopping you. I'm preaching that gospel, woo. My pop was still popping through. The cops are still watching, dude. The prophets on the block was shouting loud like the guy got you. They spitting getting rituals and giving the signals. Religion getting spiritual, we getting residuals. The prophecy cyclical and poverty cyclical. See, dad leave, kids grieve, mamas need miracles, and I'm getting sick of you. The hood done went digital. These cameras all around, so it's easier getting you. The fiction that you spitting, getting seriously critical. It's trash, like your ass on a minstrel. The code about to bench you, the clan wanna lynch you. The evidence of penance hella strong with the stench too. The barbecue I'm grilling for the women and men too. Your hands up in the sky when the spirit's within you, and you just wanna give it to the Lord. You done been through the droughts that you went through, but you wanna win too. It's constantly getting you to the point of a sin too. You gotta get that paper in your pockets, cause rent due. Cause even in Flint too, these criminals sprint through. The government bent you, see you on the bench dude. Now you at the barbecue, and I got a spot for you. So gon' bust a block or two. What else is you gotta do? Just pull up to the potluck, cause I got a pot or two, and I got a lot of crew, but this for the God that you. We the God that you. For all my people out there that's true believers, you know what I'm saying? Out there spreading that energy, spreading the word out there. I might not do it. These fake creators out there, they trying to do it to use it against you. I'm saying don't give up. Stay a God at you if that's what you are, you know what I'm saying? Don't even be ashamed of believing in the Lord. Don't be ashamed of that. Do what you do. Don't worry about us. We just out here creating content, having a good time. But do not let nobody use that against you. You gotta peep that out for yourself, you know what I'm saying? We at the barbecue and this is how we get down.
Okay, God, look, come through. God was coming. It was coming through. People watching my stuff.
We the God that you.
It get hot in that kitchen, boy. But you still gotta cook. And guess what? People gonna be coming with plates out. And they gotta be fed. You the chef, dog. Keep cooking.